Welcome, fellas, to the Captain Saver Bro Show, episode 12. This is things that you should teach your girl or your woman or your wife. These are the rules that you should teach her. That's right. It's time to step the leadership game up. But first, before we get into that, this show is available via Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, and the name of that is Captain Saver Bro Show. You just type in Captain Saver Bro Show, it should come up. We also available via YouTube. So if you want to catch the video style, you can go there. Just hit the search bar and type in Captain Saver Bro Show, or just type in King Dre, and YouTube have you covered. It'll pop right up. This show is also brought to you by SaverBroAcademy.com, where you can get all your course and learning needs. You learn the game from A to Z. Teach you how to build your confidence. I got a course for that. Attraction 101, got a course for that to teach you how to be attractive, both physically and internally, with your personality and everything. We also got how to vet women properly. So teaches you how to vet women. I also have on there the keys and how to find your value so that you can, display high value and build your value as a man. So you can get all of that at SaverBroAcademy.com. If you need a coaching call or a one-on-one consultation, book me at dre@kingdreism.com. So that's dre@kingdreism.com. Real quick, too, join the Patreon. Jump on the Patreon at patreon.com/KingDreism. You can jump on the $5 tier right now, which is going to go to $10 soon. We're going to raise that to $10 soon. But you jump on there, we're going to give you a few videos per week on me breaking down the game, answering all your game questions, the how-to videos and all of that stuff is going on. It goes on Patreon. And we'll have videos out to you Wednesday and Saturday. Also, the $100 tier, you get two bi-weekly, private mastermind group meetings per month. So twice a month we meet via Zoom and we chop up game, answer all your questions, Q&As, and everything game related. Go over your text threads, audit your situations, ask me anything. All of this goes down on Patreon, the $100 tier, 2 a month. And, for whenever you stop or whatever, when you stop paying and you stop getting access to it. But yeah, that's very, very valuable to have that type of access to me. So jump on the Patreon, patreon.com/KingDreism.com. No, not KingDreism.com. Sorry, patreon.com/KingDreism, KingDreism. And also follow me on all social media, IG, TikTok, and Twitter at KingDreism. KingDreism. Let's get straight into this game. All right, man. So let's get straight into it, man. Today I wanted to chop it up about, male leadership and things as men we should teach our women. Because as everybody knows, they out here running wild with they, like chickens with their head cut off. It's crazy out here, and a lot of men are complaining on the internet about, the state of quote unquote modern women. And at the end of the day, man, as nature's leader, I believe that men are nature's leaders, right? I believe nature and God designed us to be the leaders, right? And so as leaders, we have to be responsible for what's going on. We are responsible for what you see in modern women, quote unquote. We're responsible for that, right? And so I kind of wanted to make this podcast, this episode about kind of bringing that back, so we can start setting the foundation to getting things back on track and getting things back balanced, right? Male leadership is important, and I think women not only need but desire male leadership, despite what they get on the internet and say, despite how much they buck their chest and I'm single and independent, I don't need no man. Despite that, they all crave it. They all crave it from their fathers, the men in their lives. They crave this, right? And it's very important. Without leadership, without proper leadership, she's pretty much headed for self-destruction, right? And what inspired this, there's a few things. Of course, the DJ Envy stuff, which I'll get into in a second, kind of inspired me to do this podcast. But there's another thing that really inspired this. I've been following this girl. She's probably in her early 20s now, for about the better part of 2 or 3 years on Instagram. How I'm following her, I don't know. I don't even know her. I've been following this chick on Instagram for about 2 to 3 years. And it's very, very attractive. She stands out, right? So, you know, of course, she's attractive. Whatever. When she come up, I see what she got going on. What a very, very attractive chick. I watched her go around different guys, like different groups of guys, different kinds of guys, and I've seen her succumb to their lifestyles. I've seen her basically yield to their leadership, whether these guys are good or bad. When I first started following this girl, she's a regular girl, then she started hanging with gangbangers. This girl is from Cali, I assume. I think she's from LA. But she was around gangbangers, right? Gangbangers in LA. And, she was doing the whole gang thing as far as, hanging with those dudes. When she got with those dudes, and you can literally, of course, I'm not going to put her stuff out there. Again, I don't even know the girl. I don't know how I'm following her, but you can literally see over the span of years, her life pretty much go in these different directions. But first she was with the gangbangers. She was like banging and doing the gangbang stuff. I'm trying not to curse too. Taking gangbangers around in the car, woofing and popping crap on the internet and just doing gangbang female loudmouth stuff, right? About a year ago, she started dating guys who were not in the streets, but in the streets, but not gangbangers. She started dealing with a dude who's a hustler, and she was posting him all type of shit. And so her life for a while was hustling. You hear her. It's crazy, y'all, young people today on the internet, how y'all tell on y'allself and y'all be trapping right on the internet. It's just crazy to me, right? It's just insane how young people market that they sell drugs on the internet. But she got into that, and you can see her doing this. You can see her going state to state, and I got this, and on her stories, right? So then, not too long ago, she broke up with that guy, I'm assuming, and then she met a scammer dude. And so now she's in the scamming lifestyle. You got this bank hit me up. You know how they promote on the stories, oh, if you got such and such bank, hit me up, let's get this bread. And so she doing this for a while from dealing with these type of dudes. She pretty much declined all the way into, right? That situation fell off. That situation fell off with the scammer dude. So she go from gangbangers to hustlers to scammers. And now, right, after that situation fell off, because again, she's on the internet, she's very vocal. That situation fell off. She meet another dude. She go into another group of guys, right? These dudes is pimps. And I shit you not, this girl right now is walking the blade half naked, selling cat right now. You see what I'm saying? Just a woman is naturally susceptible to male leadership, good or bad. You see what I'm saying? And the reason I'm talking about that is to show you how this goes. You see what I'm saying? I always used to say behind every hoe is a hoe ass dude. Behind every bitch is a bitch ass dude. You see what I'm saying? Women are susceptible to male leadership. And when there is no male leadership, they become extremely masculine and lead themselves. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, so the girl breaks up with the scammer or whatever. She gets from around the scammer crowd and she gets in the pimp crowd. The pimp's gonna put them on the blade, and the blade is, for everybody who don't know, is the stroll, the strip, right? So she, right now, I damn near want to show y'all. Right now, we on the blade 24/7, half naked, selling it. You see what I'm saying? Because she was some pimps, and who just know where I just saw her. You just see her make the decline over the years, right? I'm looking, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like, damn, they got shorty pretty too, like bad. I'm like, damn, she out here like that, but she's following the men in her life. You see what I'm saying? She gets around these men and she's following them. So women are going to follow the lead, good or bad. If the leadership is there, whether it's good leadership or bad leadership, women are going to follow it. You see what I'm saying? And when they don't follow it, when they don't have leadership, they have to become, even in the pimp world, what they call renegade, right? Or, now I can't say that word, but I can't say that on here. It's crazy the times we in, but starts with an F. In the pimp world, they called it something else. But renegades, who are basically women who, with no leadership, just running crazy and putting shit in the game and messing up the game, right? And in a regular world, you see this manifest itself with women who, I don't need no man, strong and independent, super masculine, hard to deal with. That's because these women have not found have not found or don't have good male leadership. And so they, in a violent, dangerous, masculine world, they have to lead themselves, right? And naturally your body is going to adapt to that. And so this is why you have masculine women. Yeah, so it's women are going to be susceptible to male leadership again, whether good or bad. And again, literally saw this chick go from regular to gang banging to hustling to and it ain't even like she was hustling. She a mule, basically, from hustling to gang banging, hustling, scamming, and now she a prostitute. See what I'm saying? Very pretty sad. It's sad, really. It's weird, but that inspired this, episode as far as like the things we should teach our women in the whole leadership and shit, right? Because this is what I believe. And they say charity starts in the home, change starts in the home. We can get on here and complain all day. We can get on here and complain and, bitch about women and, get on the internet and complain all day. But at the end of the day, what are we doing for the women in our lives, right? How are we need to change the women in our immediate lives first. Change starts in the home. Charity starts in the home. Change the women in your homes. Change your baby mama. Lead your baby mama. Put your baby mama on game. Put your sisters on game. Put your girlfriends on game. Make sure they, make sure they doing what they need to do. Make sure they following the code. You see what I'm saying? Make sure you lead in them right. And if every man did that, you wouldn't see this problem with what we call modern women. You see what I'm saying? It's again, we all responsible. You see what I'm saying? We are responsible. If you're not making sure the woman in your life is following the code, following the protocol, you ain't making sure she gamed up with game, or making sure she in line, so she's representing you and representing herself correctly. If you're not doing that, then you really don't have room to complain either way. You see what I'm saying? You really don't have room to complain. So instead of complaining, let me show you, let me spark something in you so you can want to see the change. You see what I'm saying? Because complaining on the internet it ain't working, it ain't worked. We have to lead the women in our immediate lives. And if everybody did this, then you'll see change. Charity starts in the home. Just like they say, you can talk about crime in the streets and whatever, or, delinquent children, but you have to make sure your own kids straight. You see what I'm saying? Everybody made sure their own kids straight. We wouldn't have that problem. So again, as men, as nature's leaders, we are responsible for the things that's going on as far as with the women go. You see what I'm saying? It gets no realer than that, man. It gets no realer than that. You have to start with the women in your life. Because again, ain't nobody gonna want to hear, like, when you barking at people on the internet about what they should do, it's like, who are you? You see what I'm saying? Who are you to, who are you? You have no stake in a person's life. And I get it. I do. We need spaces to vent our frustrations. We need spaces to share our stories. So I understand. I'm not telling you to stop, right? But you have to understand where another person is coming from. It's like, who are you? You have no stake or equity in my life to trying to tell me anything. You see what I'm saying? So start with your home, start with your sister, start with your daughters, start with your wife, start with your woman, and make sure she's representing you the way that she should be representing you. You see what I'm saying? And represent herself and representing your name and representing her family and your family. You start there. That's where this shit starts at. When you look at those countries where the women are in line, the very few countries that's left, it starts in the home. There's no social media campaigns. There's no podcast bashing women. There's no whole, no whole campaign. No, these guys got their women in line in the house. And every man takes that responsibility to make their women be in line. And so as a whole, now the community is in line. You see what I'm saying? Because all of the women are in line, but they all in line because the men make them in line, from their homes. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it starts in the home. And I want to challenge you guys. I want to challenge you guys to start with the women in your immediate lives. Now, with that being said, another thing that kind of led me here is DJ Envy, the news. DJ Envy, his wife came out and said something along the lines of, she basically faked her orgasms for the 10 years, right? Because, he was putting his all into pleasing her, and she saw how much life it gave him when he pleased her, which is a whole nother episode, by the way. It just hit me. Stop living to please women. That's number one, right? But that's a whole nother episode for another day. But she basically came out and said that she faked it because she didn't want to let him down, or she didn't want him to feel no type of way, right? And the embarrassment that came from that, as a man, and this is a result of not leading your woman properly. When you leading your woman properly, your woman shouldn't be saying certain things in public, and we'll get into that in a second, right? It's very embarrassing, and to them, it's like, to a woman, it's like, I'm being free and speaking my piece or whatever, but at the expense of what? Because your husband got to bear that embarrassment. You see what I'm saying? That public ridicule, basically. You see what I'm saying? Another thing, another example of that is Will Smith. There's no way your woman should be getting on national TV talking about, she wasn't feeling good sexually and another man and entanglements and just that public embarrassment. Your woman shouldn't be doing that. That's a lack of control. You see what I'm saying? That's a lack of control that guys are having, with their women. Where their women is just getting up, just saying any and everything. And the things that they saying has very real consequences. Of course, to the selfish woman, it ain't no consequences, but the man has to live with that embarrassment. You see what I'm saying? There's no way your woman should embarrass you like that. Another one is Steph Curry. That wasn't that bad when she was like, she wants, she's jealous of the attention that he receives, and she basically want to know if she's desired in that way. And a lot of people were saying, a lot of women will say, oh, well, it was just about, being liked and wanting to have clout and stuff like that. That's not what she was talking about. She was talking about sexual attention, because she gets plenty of attention. In fact, Aisha Curry has, I'm going to look on Instagram right now. She has Aisha Curry. Let's look her up on Instagram. Aisha Curry right now has 7.5 million followers on Instagram. Her latest post, which was just of her, had 116,000 likes. Another post with her son had 90,000 likes. What you mean she don't get enough attention? That's more than enough attention. Most people will never get that much attention. She was talking about sexual attention. And I'm not saying Steph Curry's a bad dude or a bad leader, but there's things that your woman shouldn't be saying in public, right? That makes you vulnerable. That embarrasses you. You see what I'm saying? And also it leaves your castle, your kingdom open for attack from, not so good people. You see what I'm saying? You guys have to there's things that you have to teach your woman in order for, your shit to go smooth. And we're going to get into that in a second. But yeah, I said Steve Curry, Steph Curry, Will Smith, DJ Envy are all examples of, not being, again, I don't want to say not being strong leaders. I really don't want to say that. But they are examples of what happens when, your leadership game ain't on point. You see what I'm saying? And you're not that strong. You're not that strong, that strong rock that has guidelines and rules. And I'm not saying that your woman should be caged and not being able to maneuver and be free. But there are boundaries. There are, things that women shouldn't do. Again, at the expense, there's a lot of consequences that come with them doing and saying certain things. Will Smith will probably never be able to live peacefully. You see what I'm saying? Without just that every time you look online, there's people saying negative shit about you. There's people ridiculing you everywhere you turn. And you guys can say, oh, you shouldn't let it bother you. Don't let it get to you. Sticks and stones may break your bones. Listen, we human at the end of the day. And I would have said something like that 2 or 3 years ago before I started this. That stuff gets to you. Seeing negative stuff gets to you, regardless of who you are. And I know that because I'm a content creator and a very popular one. And so people give me negativity all the time. And if you guys notice, I block negativity off the rip and I don't allow it because it affects not only you, but the people who read it. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, you can tell Will Smith or whatever, hey, don't pay attention to it. You have no choice. Your brains, you see things and your brain processes it. You see what I'm saying? You're embarrassed. People don't want to do business with you. You're putting your life you're putting your freedom at risk. You're putting your work on the line and you're putting your career at risk. All because, your woman is out here running wild, saying wild shit. You see what I'm saying? You guys have to get that under control. But we're going to get into the things that a man should teach his woman, right? And when you implement these things, your relationship will be much better overall. And these things aren't things that's controlling or you can't go here, you can't wear that. It's about putting game in your woman's mind. It's about teaching her and upgrading her mind and bringing her up to a level bringing her up to a level of progression and a level of doing things a certain way that makes your empire bulletproof. You know what I'm saying? It makes your kingdom solid. You have to bring your woman up to this level because if she didn't have a father to teach her, and even if she did have a father, a lot of the times fathers don't teach their daughters this type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? And I know because I have a daughter and I know a lot of guys with daughters. They don't teach them this type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? So if they had no one to teach them, you got to teach them. You see what I'm saying? And most of the guys that they dealt with ain't about nothing. They're not real players. They're not real alpha males. They're not those dudes. They're not real leaders. So every man that's listening to this, you are though. And so once you hear it, now you're responsible. So if you don't want to be responsible, turn this off. Once you hear it, now you have the responsibility of doing something about it. Now you have the responsibility of teaching your woman how to carry herself in the relationship, not controlling her. Again, this is not controlling her. This is not putting her in a box. This is teaching and upgrading. There's a big difference. See, a lot of guys say, you can't wear this, you can't say this, you can't go here. That ain't what we do over here. We give them the rope and we let them swing. And if they want to put it around their neck, they can put it around their neck. You see what I'm saying? We give our women over here free room, free realm to roam. You see what I'm saying? And let them make their own decisions based, right, on our boundaries though. Because there are boundaries. You can roam, but don't get it twisted. You dig what I'm saying? That's the player way. So let's get straight into that. Take notes. Again, this is about being teachable and being a leader and not being teachable, but being able to teach and lead and upgrade your woman And I can guarantee you, if she respects your gangster, if she respects your playerism, if she respects your game, she respects you as a man, she'll thank you. Also, you want any woman who bucks at any of these things, who don't want to get on the program, you should remove them out of your life, because these things, if you violate these, are going to ruin your relationship and ruin your reputation. You feel what I'm saying? So if a woman can't get with the program, you should, I don't care how good her coochie is, I don't care how good she suck dick, I don't care how good she cook. If she can't respect this, then you need to get her out of your life. But let's go. These are the things that you should teach your woman. All right, now the first thing that you should teach your woman, the first rule that you teach your woman, is that there are certain things that are not to be spoken about in public. Public, including social media, outside of the home, should not be spoken about whatsoever, right? These things are anything sexual. Anything sexual should not be spoken about outside of between you and her. You understand what I'm saying? There's too many things that can go wrong by speaking publicly sexual, in a sexual manner, in a sexual way. Number one, you invite all types of sexual attention. That's just as your woman getting sexual and saying sexual stuff on Facebook is just as bad as her getting on Facebook naked, getting on social media naked. You invite all types of vultures into your shit. You see what I'm saying? You invite all types of unwanted attention. That's first things first. You also, your woman represents you, right? And so when your woman is out here reckless and loose, that's a reflection of you. And men don't really want to do business unless you like extremely, extremely beneficial. Don't want to do business with men who can't control their women, who women, whose woman will get in the way of what they got going on, or who let women run all over them. It's to me, I have a hard time doing business with men who let their women run all over them, or who can't control their woman. Because once we locked in on business, now she's in the business because you have no control over her and you let her do whatever. You see what I'm saying? So now she has influence on how I make my bread. And real businessmen think like this. Look at Will Smith. Will Smith ain't the only person that ain't got violent with somebody or smacked somebody. These Hollywood dudes fight each other all of the time. You know why he getting banned? Not banned, but you know why he losing all his access? It's because he can't control his woman. And people don't want to do business with a man like that. Because his loose woman is out here running, wreaking havoc and saying wild shit. And he, every which way, he going to try to clean it up to defend her honor. And it's messing the money up. You see what I'm saying? Celebrities have fought before, behind the scenes, had little spurts, but it ain't really messing the money up. But when you have I don't want to call her wicked, but it is what it is. When you have a woman, a renegade woman, just doing and saying anything, and then a simp running behind her, it's going to mess the money up. And again, I'm not working with people. I don't do business with people. I don't do business with people who going to mess my money up. You see what I'm saying? When a guy sees that, or when people see that you have your woman is just, I don't want to say a slut, but when your woman is just, loose with the lips sexually, and just sexually free on social media, and sexually free in conversations, and telling bedroom business, and embarrassing you, and talking about the train she used to get ran on her. It's like Gabrielle Union, and it's like be talking about all this shit, just embarrassing the man. It's embarrassing. And to them, it's freeing, but at what cost? Your man got to live with that. And you have to teach her that she can't do stuff like this. You see what I'm saying? She shouldn't be talking about what go on in the bedroom, what she did in her past publicly. She shouldn't be talking about stuff like that because it's detrimental. And other men see that, and it messes up the money. Again, me personally, I'm not doing business with no man who can't control his girl, who a simp. I'm not, because I'm gonna be doing business with her too, and I don't want her messing up my bread. Been there, done that. You see what I'm saying? Anytime I do business with anybody, or we have any type of business relationships, I'm trying to figure out, is you gonna have to leave early because your wife is whatever, or running behind your wife, or is your girl gonna be bitching, and if your girl gonna be, nah, bro. And how we judge that is based on what she's doing in public. If I see your girl, you letting your girl post all type of wild shit and being sexually free and talking about her sexual escapades, that's disrespectful, number one. You see what I'm saying? It's disrespectful. And if you let your woman disrespect you, what type of man are you, bro? You see what I'm saying? But yeah, anything sexual, your woman should not be talking about. Another thing that she should not be talking about is other men. She shouldn't be talking about other men, not in a positive light, not in a negative light. Number one, especially if it's a negative light, it causes conflict. So now your woman puts herself in a confrontation to where, if she says something negative about another man, right, or she critique another man, if he says something back to her, you have to defend her now. You see what I'm saying? And now we have problems. You see what I'm saying? You do something stupid to the guy trying to defend her, or, you put yourself in a situation to where it get crazy and one of y'all ain't here no more. It go to the extreme. One of y'all ain't here no more. Your girl gonna live on the fuck again. You see what I'm saying? So don't let your girl talk about any men, positive or negative. Right? Your girl should not talk about other men. Again, it's negative. I'm gonna get to if she's saying positive things in a second. But again, negative, if she's saying anything negative, that puts you in a situation to where, because if a woman says something about me, I'm gonna address whoever got smoke for me, right? So now let's say I address this chick, and then her husband is like, hey, you shouldn't say that about her. I call her a bitch or something because she disrespecting me, or she's saying something wild to me. So now her husband want to get into it. I know where we from, we'll do something to you just because you jumped into it. You see what I'm saying? I did a video about, I think I did it. I posted it on Instagram. Chick was yapping at the mouth at a baseball game to the dude, and the dude beat her boyfriend up. You see what I'm saying? That's how we get down. It's a black dude. He beat the boyfriend, and that's how we go, okay, you talking shit, we're going to get on your man ass then, since we can't do it to you. And there's some dudes that'll do that to you. You see what I'm saying? But when your girl is talking about other men, it puts you in a bad situation. You see what I'm saying? It puts you in a situation to where you're going to have to protect her now. Because guess what happens when you don't protect her? She's going to look at you funny. So you need to teach your woman, I don't give a fuck if she make content. I don't give a fuck. You teach her to keep other men's name out of your mouth. Now, what happens if she's saying something positive, if she's saying praising stuff? What happens is that man or these men are going to think she's choosing. This is how men look at it. When men, y'all already know, if a woman says something about us, if they like our pictures, if they like our pictures, they comment congratulations on the post, automatically we think it turns sexual. That may be brief, and we might have to check ourselves and say, it was that's cool, it ain't like that, but we automatically start fantasizing. You see what I'm saying? You don't want your woman in a position to where she basically choosing up on other dudes publicly. You see what I'm saying? Your man, the only man that your woman should be praising is you and her daddy, her father, publicly. Your woman shouldn't praise other men. And it's not being a hater. It's not being a hater. It's not being negative. But again, you don't want to put yourself in a position, right? Your woman praising some guy, right? And he take it the wrong way, or he take it some other type of way, or somebody else take it another type of way. So they arguing about basketball, and while they arguing about at basketball, the man say, The other guy say, well, that's why your wife be choosing up on such and such and such. That's why you need to control your bitch. Your bitch like her. She don't even like you. She don't even praise you like that, and she praising him like that. See what I'm saying? I seen this type of stuff happen. You feel me? I seen this type of stuff happen. You see what I'm saying? Or he get into it or something happened with the man that you praised or you told him good job or whatever. It's like, that's why your bitch was choosing me. This happens amongst men. As men, y'all know this happens. So you have to teach your woman. It's not about being controlling. It's about these things happen when you do this. When you do things this way, this is what comes of this. These are the consequences that come of this. So your woman shouldn't be saying anything about another man publicly, whether good or bad. You see what I'm saying? Now, another thing that your woman should not talk about in public, again, social media, her friends, family, it's your business. Your woman should not be telling your business. Your woman should not be repeating your failures. Your woman, what goes on in your house needs to stay in your house. This opens your relationship to all sorts of attack, all sorts of evil. And it's also treasonous. It's also treasonous for her to tell your failures. Oh, girl, he not satisfying me sexually. You see what I'm saying? Or this or that. Or he won't get his ass up off the couch. You may be battling depression. It may be hard for you to get off the couch. You know what I'm saying? You may be in a slump, but so in her, whatever her bag is, she so caught up in that and expressing herself that she letting everybody know on your faults and your failures. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they may say, oh, well, I have to express myself, but at the expense of what though? You see what I'm saying? Your woman shouldn't be telling any of your business outside of y'all. If anything, it's okay. Go pay a therapist for and when you pay therapists, you can get confidentiality. But outside of that, there's no guy, nobody, not woman, not man, not mama, not sister, friend should know what's going on with you. Especially not no other dude. And this is the crazy thing. Y'all girls be at work talking shit about y'all to other dudes because there'll be I've had plenty of times where women be talking shit about their dudes to me. You see what I'm saying? And they don't even know I got ulterior motives. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to hit it. And you giving me everything I need. She giving me everything I need. Check that. Your business stay in your house. I'm telling you, there's nothing good that comes from that. Right? Right? So next, the another thing that she should speak about in public is any of the relationship business. Just keep it to yourself. Keep it to herself. It's cool to share, on Facebook. Me personally, I'm more of a private person. Like I don't trip. A lot of guys trip because, my girl don't post me on social media. I don't even want to be posted on social media. I don't like my women to post me on social media. Okay, we're going on a trip. We go do something nice. Post that shit. Cool. You see what I'm saying? But me personally, I don't do. If you go on my personal social media, the only reason I post on my personal Instagram is because of y'all. But if I had my way, I would keep people all the way out of my business, my relationship business and everything. You see what I'm saying? So, again, it's cool if she want to post the wins or, y'all go out to, eat. She want to post the plate and she want to, share you guys. That's fine. But what I'm saying is the relationship business, the things that both of you guys are going through together should not be shared. She should not be sneak dissing you on social media about the relationship. She should not be sharing statuses like, real men date their women every so now and again. And she shouldn't be sharing shit like that on Facebook, even if she shared a meme or, she shouldn't be, talking to her friends about what you two guys are going through. Because again, you have people, a lot of people are miserable, right? And misery loves company and you give them ammo. And women are impressionable. Men are impressionable too, but you don't want evil people. You don't want evil influencing your relationship. You see what I'm saying? Making it miserable because this is how this works. You don't want people with ammo and you want people out of your business. Look at this is the ultimate couple. This is the ultimate couple to me. Jay-Z and Beyonce. I think the only reason they did that whole Jay-Z was cheating thing was marketing. I think that's the only reason that came out. They made a bag off of that, both of them, on two different albums. But other than that, you don't hear much about. They keep their shit private. But that's what gives them that mystique. You see what I'm saying? That's what gives them that mystique. Both of them. Jay-Z's like that with his career too, and he taught Beyonce to be like that. And in a sidebar, it's no secret that Beyonce is where she at. Because when she came into the game, she came into the game in the late 90s. But when they got together in 2003, 2004, or something like that, when they got together, then her career took off. So you can tell he taught her some game based on the way that she carried herself. You see what I'm saying? Another good example is, I know y'all like to hate on Russell Wilson. I don't know why. Shout out to my dude, Russell Wilson. But, I mean, they've been together for how long? 7 years or something like that? 6 years? All you see is happiness. You only see happiness. If you're going to show anything, only show happiness. If your girl is going to talk about anything, only talk about happiness or something like that. You see what I'm saying? Don't give people ammo to ruin your relationship, because people will ruin your goddamn relationship. So, your girl should not be telling any of the relationship business at all. So that's number one. Certain things she should not speak about in public. And again, public means social media, her friends, at work, a coworker, whatever. Public is anything outside of your house. Those are the things she should not speak about. Now, the second thing that men should teach their woman, the second thing that you should teach your wife or your woman, is you have to teach her how to treat you. You understand what I'm saying? Your girl ain't no virgin when she met you. And even if she was, you still have to teach her how to treat you, how you want to be treated, right? 9 times out of 10, she ain't no virgin. So she's picked up things from other guys along the way, right? And she's only doing what she knows. And a lot of the times that's not conducive to you. So you have to undo all of the shit from the other guys, and you teach her how you like things. You see what I'm saying? You have to teach her. So let's say about just respect and respecting the game and boundaries, right? Because a lot of guys don't have boundaries, and a lot of guys don't respect themselves. A lot of guys let women disrespect them and talk to them crazy. You have to teach her that it's not going like that over here. You have to undo that bullshit she bringing. You have to make her check that at the door. You have to undo all of that shit and say, this is how we do it over here. It's structure over here. You see what I'm saying? We respect each other over here. I respect you, and you're going to respect me. That's how we doing it over here. In this house, in this kingdom, we don't talk to each other any kind of way. We call each other uplifting things. We don't call each other bitch and nigga and punk and pussy, and we don't call each other that type of stuff when we get mad. You know, when we get mad, we communicate effectively. We don't block each other over here. We don't go get missing for days. You don't go, go have girls' night out and go fuck the random guy because you mad at me. That's not how we do over here. We do things different. So you have to teach her this. You have to teach her, the bad things that she's used to, and this is a result of her having poor leadership. So don't be mad at her. You see what I'm saying? Just understand that this is a result. This is the result of the weak men in her life. She been dealing with busters. You see what I'm saying? And she finally got a real one, and you have to teach her that this is something real over here. You see what I'm saying? We don't do the exposing ourselves. We don't put ourselves on the market over here. We respect each other over here. You see what I'm saying? We don't talk to exes over here. You see what I'm saying? We respect each other boundaries over here. So you have to teach her this. You have to teach the woman that comes into your life. This is important. You have to do this. Don't let her carry that crap that she learned from them busters and them suckers and them simps and them beta males. Don't let her bring that to you. You see what I'm saying? And she'll thank you for it. She'll thank you for it. You also have to teach. You have to teach them your likes. You have to teach them how to please you. You see what I'm saying? You have to teach them, quote unquote, your love language. You got to teach them this. You have to teach them how you like teach them to cook how you like it. You see what I'm saying? You have to teach them how to provide you value. You have to guide them on how to do this, the things that make you smile, the things that you like. You see what I'm saying? How you like your seasoned chicken. Teach them this, show them this, because a lot of the times you'll miss out thinking that, she's just going to get it, right? Because at the end of the day, women expect you to just get it and just understand it, right? As the man, you should just know. They expect this. Unfortunately, the double standard is we got to teach them, right? You don't have to teach them shit. You don't have to do nothing. But you'll be hard pressed to find a woman who's exactly what you need her to be. You'll go through life burning through women, good women, because, you thinking that they just don't have what it takes to please you, or they don't know how to please a real man. No, you got to teach them that shit. Teach them how to fold your clothes. Teach them everything. And a lot of the times, not a lot of the times, 99% of the time, they're excited to learn. They're excited to learn how to fucking make you weak. You dig what I'm saying? Because a woman who can give you everything you need is going to make you weak. And women are excited to learn shit like that. They're excited to learn how you like shit. You see what I'm saying? To learn what makes you tick. So you got to teach them. You can't expect them to know. They're not just going to know. You feel what I'm saying? Again, they come from, a lot of the times, every man ain't no player, man. Every man ain't no alpha male. Every man ain't no stand-up dude. The majority of guys are busters and beta males and suckers. You see what I'm saying? And women have a behavior pattern because, a behavior pattern from dealing with these type of guys. And so when they get with you, it's like, it's different. But you have to teach them. And it'll be a breath of fresh air that now that they have a guy that can lead them to prosperity, that can show them the way, that can give them some game, that can upgrade them. You see what I'm saying? That can give them some new tricks in their arsenal. Because that's new tricks in her arsenal when she can, she knows how to make you smile. She knows how to make you, relax you. She knows how to massage you. She knows those are tricks in her arsenal of tools to get you to open your wallet more. You see what I'm saying? To protect and provide for her more, to give her the things that she needs. You see what I'm saying? They more than willing they more than willing and to being open to learning that stuff. You just got to be scared. You just got to not be scared to teach them. And you have to know how to teach them. You feel me? But that's the second thing. The second thing you should teach your woman, how to treat you. And that's very important. This one is very important because, again, you're going to go through life and you're going to burn through women thinking something wrong with them. It's not that there's something wrong with them. It's just something wrong with your leadership. You see what I'm saying? It's just something wrong with your leadership. You got to think and be understanding and ground yourself. She didn't grow up with you. She comes from this guy, or she's a virgin and just don't know, because you guys want virgins, right? I don't know where you're going to find one, but she just don't know. So you can't expect her to know who you are and know how to please you, because you different from the last dude. Y'all didn't walk the same journey. Y'all don't have the same voice. Y'all don't have the same needs. So you can't expect that. And what I used to do when I was really young, like late teens, early 20s, like I would look for the woman who was as closest to what I need as possible. But, once I started to get like my mid-20s and shit, I started to realize that I got to put it in their life. I got to teach them this shit, instead of expecting and trying to find a woman who was as close to me. I would just focus on the woman who I found that was as close to what I wanted as possible. You see what I'm saying? But then I started to realize how open they are to wield into your authority, to wield into your leadership, yielding to your leadership, and how open they are to truly serving you, truly learning how to serve you. They take real pleasure in that, and learning just how you like it. Giving you your chicken or giving you your spaghetti the way you like it, and seeing your face light up. You're like, damn, this is just how I like it. They to get a kick out of that. It makes them feel feminine when they can please you in the exact way that you like to be pleased, that you need to be pleased. That makes them feel feminine, and that gives you power because you can make her feel feminine in a world that requires them to be masculine in order to survive. You see what I'm saying? That's a tool in your arsenal as well. When you can make them feel like that. And you know how you make them feel like that? One of the ways is many ways, but giving her the opportunity to please you the exact way you want to be pleased. She feel like she accomplished something. See what I'm saying? Stuff like that, you know, I can go a little bit deeper, but we ain't gonna go too deep with it, right? Go way too deep into the seduction game and all of that. But we ain't gonna do that because I got other stuff to teach you. You're like, no, Dre, talk about it. No, we ain't talking about it. But just know, you know, when you can teach a woman how to treat you and she does it right, she gets delight out of that. It makes her feel feminine. It makes her have a purpose. She feel purposeful. She feel like she's, you know, she feels like she's needed, and she get to feel that feminine, you know, that feminine feeling. Now, the third thing that you must teach your woman, you got to teach them this. It's time to humble them. You got to teach them men will tell them anything to fuck. It's time to be the burden of truth. Not the burden, it's time to be the light of truth when your woman walk into your life. When that woman walk into your life, you have to be the truth, right? Because they behave in a way that they think men like. And a lot of you guys are not going to understand this, but my players who've been players know exactly where I'm going with this. We've been lying to them all our lives to fuck, because it's much more effective to tell them what they want to hear instead of telling them the truth. They require to be lied to feel good. And, you know, we just basically, they drug dealers. Players understand that. Players know exactly where I'm going. A lot of you guys who don't understand, who didn't really get women before, are not really going to understand where I'm coming from with this. But we are the reason women think being independent is cool. Because we done told them, I love sitting up, I love me a boss, I love me a boss ass, you know, a chick who buy her shit, or independent woman, I love them. We was just trying to fuck. And every man was telling her that. And so she believes that this is what men likes. So it's your job, when your woman get to you, the one that you're going to invest in, you got to quote unquote red pill her. Not, and I'm just saying that for the sake of conversation, not all that red pill theory bullshit, but you have to tell her the truth. You have to tell your woman the truth. And you have to tell her that 99% of the things she heard from men in her life was a lie. We didn't really like that. We was just trying to fuck. Again, the guys who don't understand, who didn't get women, are not going to really understand that. You see what I'm saying? But if you a player, if you've been getting women, you know exactly where I'm coming from, because you done told these lies too. See, the guys that don't know, it's like, what are you talking about? Who lied? We don't lie to women. Every man who especially when we was younger, we used to lie. Whatever, well, I love a girl with curves, and, you know, I love a girl with curves. I love me an independent woman. I like that aggressive shit. I love me a woman who would challenge. That's why women generally believe that men like this type of shit, because we've been lying to them. But now it's our job, when your woman come in your life, to humble her and tell her, hey, those were lies. Men lied to you. Men lie to you. I teach my women that. Women, we lie to you to get what we want. We lie. It is what it is. I know you understand it because y'all lie too. You feel me? But you have to teach her this. You have to teach her that. This way you can start putting your game down, the truth down, and you can start giving her the truth on how, you know, on how she should upgrade herself and carry herself to make herself more attractive. I'm not saying make her attractive for everybody else, but to just be, you know, an inspiration to other people, be attractive to opportunity and everything else, you know, so she can be solid. Because the way they living is based on lies, man. The way women are now is based on a lie. It's all based on a lie. I seen a big girl on TikTok crying, right? This big girl on TikTok crying about, she said, it sucks when she realized that guys like her because they fetishize her body, right? So she convinced herself, I don't want to say she convinced herself, but in her mind, guys were only into her because they were fetishizing her. They were fetishizing, or whatever the word is, her body. Her body was a kink to them. This is what she believes. No, big girl, you just easy. You was a target. You was the easy target. You was the easy ass on a dry night. And nigga told you he loved your curves to hit it. He told you what he wanted to tell you. That's it. No, ain't nobody fetishizing your body. I got a homegirl that's big girl. She said, her thing is, oh, and I had to teach her, no, sister, no. She said, oh, men secretly love big girls on the low, but they just champion the trophy wives in public. But secretly they love big girls on the low. They just like, no, they lied. We lied. You was easy. Cause what I really want was flaking on me. It had been 2-3 weeks. I'm dry. My chick who I really attracted to was flaking on me. And so I called you because you was the easy ass. And all I had to do was tell you how much I love your curves. I love them big old titties. I love them hips and rolls. It's a lie. You got to teach your woman that we lie like that. You have to teach her. Once you expose the lie, you can implement the truth and upgrade. You see what I'm saying? I know the guys that don't get pussy like, what the fuck? But my guys who play us, like my producer over there, he know. He laughing. I'm laughing because this what we lied. We lied to you. I love a woman who would challenge. I love that spicy Spanish diva shit. No, I just not attracted to you, and I just wanted to hit. So I had to be your drug dealer for the day because I know you've been feeling so bad at work. So I just wanted to tell you what you needed to hear so you can be happy. And when you happy, when you open, you happy, you open. And when you open, them legs open with it. Boom. But you wonder why I never stuck around because I really don't like that independent. I remember the independent thing came out when the whole, listen, Boosie and Lil Webby made that song to make money. You see what I'm saying? They was telling them hoes what they wanted to hear. Derrick Jackson telling them what they want to hear. Everybody know if you tell women what they want to hear, they give you what you want. You got to teach your woman this. You have to expose the lie we've been telling them. This will take them off their pedestal too. You understand? And you could upgrade them with the truth, your truth, the real game. You see what I'm saying? On how to carry themselves, to be attractive, to be an inspiration. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, we lied. This is why I know, pretty sure everybody watching this, watch Fresh and Fit. You see some of them women get on there, and when Myron say something, they be like, what the fuck? And this is the thing, Myron them, shout out to Myron them. Myron be even not confused, but he don't understand why they delusional like that. Myron and Fresh, they don't understand why those chicks are delusional like that because they not players. They don't come from a player background. And this is not me saying nothing negative. I love what they're doing. Shout out to them. But they tell you they don't come from player backgrounds. They used to be nerds. So they don't come from that background of where we come from, that dirtbag shit. They don't come from that. So when they see the women are delusional, it's like they don't even understand why women are this delusional, right? But it'd be a shocker to the women. It's like, what? Men don't like that. Well, I got homeboys and my guy friends, they say they like it. They lying. They lying, girl. They lying. You know what I'm saying? They lying. So yeah, I hate to do this to my guys who ain't been getting pussy. I hate to expose this truth to my guys who don't understand. And when you see delusional women, you got to blame men like me. All right? And I'm not the only one. I'm throwing everybody under the bus. My producer, everybody. We all lie. Well, not no more. I don't lie anymore, but when I was younger, I damn sure lied. I love a woman with curves. I need to drive her car. How I'm going to drive her car? I ain't got no car. My phone busting. I got to go make my plays. Go bring them curves over here. Let me make love to them curves. I need that whip, baby. You see what I'm saying? The cat is out the bag, goddammit. The cat, I know the players, they ain't going to like this one, but the point of all of this is you have to tell your woman the truth, and you have to let her know, and you have to teach her that men will tell her anything. And most of the stuff that she's heard from men was a lie out of sexual interest. This is how you bring balance to your woman. This is how you get them off of the pedestal, and this is how you upgrade them with the truth. You have to upgrade your woman with the truth. Remember what I said in the beginning, it starts in the home. So if every man did that, you'll stop seeing them get on Fresh and Fit confused. You'll stop. They'll understand then. But the reason that they behave the way that they behave, listen, the reason that they behave the way that they behave is because they think men like it. They think men like this shit. You feel me? That's why. They think men like what they doing. So this is why they doing it. They think this is what's going to get them they man. You mean to tell me you don't like a woman who does her own thing and you know, can take care of herself? And, you know, you mean to tell me you like those dumb girls? I done told a woman, man, I don't want no dumbass bitch who can't get no money. I done told a woman who was getting money because she had some sauce that I needed. I can't say too much. This is criminal stuff. But she knew something that I needed. And guess how I got it? I don't like no dumb broke ass bitch that ain't got nothing going for herself, waiting on me to take care of her. Lies. That's why they get on Fresh Face. You mean to tell me that, you know, guys want girls who don't have going, because they done heard it 100 times. I love me a woman who know what she doing and can get out there and get it. You feel what I'm saying? The cat is out of the bag. I'm sorry, my players. We got to figure out another way. You know, the cold part about it is when they hear this, when women hear this, they going to get mad instead of learning. So the lies will keep on working. So if you got to, do your thing. You understand? But you make sure the women that come into your life, right, that's coming into your kingdom, you expose them to the truth. And this truth will make them free. Right? And it gives you the ability to upgrade your woman to what you need her to be. So that's number 3. You teach them, men will tell them anything to fuck. It was all lies. Now, let me say this. I was about to move on, but let me say this. Now, when you expose her to these lies, you have to start telling the truth about everything. Sometimes the truth is uncomfortable. Baby, am I getting fat? You have to figure. I'm not saying say, hey, yeah, you getting fat, but you need to figure out your woman and figure out how to tell her that she getting fat without telling her she getting fat. But what I'm saying is you go, or you can just tell her she get, you know, we could all stand to lose some weight. You know, we have been eating kind of crazy. That's what I would do. We have been eating kind of crazy around this motherfucker. I'm up there with you, you know. But my point is, figure out a way, right? That way you don't put a sour taste in a person's mouth. You don't make them insecure. My point in saying that, though, is once you expose the lies, it is your duty to tell the truth and the whole truth and always be the truth. You see what I'm saying? And this is why, and this is some game. This is why a lot of women don't appreciate y'all word. Like a lot of your women don't appreciate the things you say or appreciate your word because they know you be lying. How I look good? Do I look good today? Yeah, you look good, baby. A woman can't ask me no shit like that and she ain't looking good. 'Cause I tell her no, you know. But then when she is looking good, I give her that bone, and I be all over her. That way, my word means more when it's authentic. Your word will mean more when it's authentic. You see what I'm saying? So you got to start telling the truth. You see what I'm saying? You don't look good every day. She ain't gonna look good every day. How this taste? This ain't really hitting. This ain't really hitting. You see what I'm saying? But you got to start telling your woman the truth if you're going to expose a lie and do this correctly. Once you expose these lies, you have to tell her the truth, because if you start lying, then she not going to respect you either. And if you want your woman to appreciate your word, if you want your woman to appreciate you, be the truth. I'm telling you, it'll go a long way. It'll take you a long way when you can tell the truth. But again, this is why a lot of y'all women don't respect your word, or not respect your word, but they don't appreciate what you say. Like if you compliment your woman, right? A lot of y'all, it won't mean nothing to her. You know why? Because she know you be saying anything just to make her feel good. But when you a man of the truth and when you compliment her, she know that she looking good, and it means everything. You see what I'm saying? So I just say that I was about to move on, but I needed to throw that in there. But anyway, let's move on. Now, the fourth thing that you must teach your woman or your wife or whatever, you have to teach her this. Men are not her friends. You tell her, men are not your friends. Some of them genuinely believe that their personalities are so dope that men just want to be friends with them and nothing else. They really believe them. Some of them really believe this. Now, a lot of them understand that, you know, a lot of them enjoy the male validation without sex, right? So they enjoy the friend zone, and they enjoy the boyfriend treatment and the male's attention and the male validation and the male energy without giving up sex. Some of them enjoy this, but there's a large majority of the women who really genuinely believe that they are just so dope of a people that women just want to be friends with them and nothing else. You have to tell women that and explain to them how that is absolute bullshit. It ain't because your personality is just so dope. Dudes are trying to hit it. Everybody is not as assertive as me, who just gonna come and talk to you. Most guys will wait in the wings for years, and the only reason that he is your friend is because you made it clear that that there's nothing else going on. You see what I'm saying? You made it clear that it's gonna be friends, so that's why he's your friend. You see what I'm saying? It's women don't want to accept the reality that 99.9% of the men in their lives are there out of a sexual interest. It just is what it is. Women don't want to understand, because that's a hard thing to accept, right? It's like, damn, that's all they want. At least that. Now, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about, business arrangements and stuff like that, but just everyday regular life. Everyday, right? Regular life. Men are there because they want something sexual or romance. There's romance reasons. And the only reason that they have not proceeded is because you put a barrier up and said, hey, we're going to be friends, or I want to be friends, or they scared. They scared to approach you, and they don't know how to approach you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we can do outliers, but even the outliers, right? Even the outliers. So let's say your girl say, oh, well, I'm an outlier, or, you have a situation to where you do have a platonic friendship, but there's a reason that that's an outlier. Probably because the chick dated the homeboy, or, the dude dated the girl's friend and she don't want to cross that line and they just cool now. But there are barriers in the way from them being from it being something or somebody wanting something. You understand what I'm saying? There's always an interest, and you have to teach your woman that, because they believe that men are their friends. They believe that, okay, yeah, he just don't want that. He just cool. He just cool with me. Again, a lot of them know otherwise, but a lot of them believe that. You see what I'm saying? A lot of them believe that. It's just, and it's crazy that especially when they're attractive. Like you really think and believe in your head that it's just your personality is just so bomb. No, we have nothing in common as men and women. We don't, unless you're a tomboy or something. But even then, like, I'm gonna be real, right? Now, I'm talking about friendship. Women are very dope in regards to, when as far as like providing value into your life, especially romantically and even like in a business sense. But I'm just saying like a friendship, just like how a man and two men are friends. Like there's really nothing in common between men and women. There's really nothing like we don't think the same. We don't process things the same. We don't speak the same language. We don't enjoy the same things for the most part. You see what I'm saying? And even if we do, nature will not allow that because nature made men attracted to women sexually. There's always a sexual interest. Every 10 times a day, somebody in this is why I try to tell women 10 times a day there's somebody in my inbox, at least 10 different times a day, where at a lot of this type of stuff I don't really respond to anymore because I don't have the time to, but a guy will inbox me and say, hey man, this girl was talking to me at my job. Is she choosing me? Hey, this girl looked at me or smiled at me and said, hey, good day. The girl that was bagging my groceries, does she like me? What should I say to her? Like every little fucking thing that a woman does, the man mind automatically tries to make sex out of it. Even if the woman is just being nice and friendly, say, oh, you have a nice day. Nice seeing you again. They'll come inbox me trying to, because they've already sexualized the shit. I do it too. I was talking to my lawyer, right? I got it like a kind of an entertainment lawyer kind of type of thing, right? To make sure y'all ain't stealing my stuff. Y'all, it's real. But anyway, I got a lawyer I was talking to, right? Talking to her a couple days ago. And when I was realizing, because when I'm talking to her, well, I was in the middle of putting my notes for this together and shit. And when I was talking to her, I was realizing, like when I first met her, like when the first meeting we had to do business, I'm saying in my mind, I would fuck with her if this wasn't in the way. But me personally, I don't mix business with pleasure. But she's a very attractive woman. And so in my mind had went there first quarter. And I had to stop myself and say, no, this is business. Soon as we sat down and we got to talking, she got that sweet voice. She's attractive. I instantly went there. Instantly. Right? And I stopped myself consciously, hey, that ain't what we doing. And so now that's what it is. We do business. And me personally, I don't shit where I eat, but she's very attractive. If now she would be, I would be cool with her, right? Even if we didn't have a business relationship, I would be cool with her because of the value that she would be able to provide my business. So even if she said, hey, this is just a strictly platonic thing, although I do have an attraction to her, right? As far as like a physical attraction, I would still be cool with her because she can be a benefit to me. You see what I'm saying? But most of y'all chicks ain't like that. Y'all work at fucking call centers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or so that's a little bit different. If you see a woman, let's say, your woman is this chick is a SEO marketer or something like that, or she's good with marketing or something, and she don't really want to be, she don't want to really be on your team like that, or she's not attracted to you like that, but she want to be friends. I say it's cool with being friends with somebody who you can get some game from to apply to your life, not even to your life, to your business or something like that. That's cool, but those are the outliers. Most of y'all chicks ain't marketers or lawyers or shit like that. They fucking regular LPN nurses or CNAs or work at Denny's or something, right? Or what they do can't really provide you value. You see what I'm saying? So, but anyway, I said that to say you have to teach your woman that, even you, and this is why you tell her, this is why I don't have female friends. I don't have female friends. You have to tell her this, and you have to tell her the truth, because it instantly goes there. Our minds instantly go to something romantic when we first meet a woman, especially if she's attractive. Instantly. It's the first thing we think about. Now, a woman will put that barrier up, but that don't mean that goes away. And women don't understand that. You see what I'm saying? You don't have male friends, and don't let them trick you either, because I tell you like this, most of my homegirls, besides one, well, that's a good friend, but most of my homegirls I'd smashed already. And we just don't see each other like that no more. That smashed 10, 15 years ago or something like that. We were smashing in. We just cool now. We chop it up every now and again. But I smashed most of my homegirls already. And we grew to be homeboy, homegirl shit. But it's not like we friends and I tell them all my business every day and we just talk on the phone all every day. No, we just cool. That's my dog. They can call if, they need something. It depends on what they need. I'm pretty sure I can't call them every time I need something, but it's just cool. It's like, you see them, you kick it with them, it's cool. Homeboy, homegirl type of shit. But most women like that in my life, I smashed already. Besides one. And the only reason is because she used to date my best friend. You see what I'm saying? And that's just, I ain't really crossing that line like that. Because that's not the type of person I am. But, and even that had a chance to do something, but my loyalty for him wouldn't let me do that, basically. You feel what I'm saying? But you have to teach your woman this, right? Given the opportunity, every one of them dudes will hit it, given the opportunity. They just haven't had the opportunity. Tell her to do the test, the text her to tell them that you want to smash and see what the dudes say. Women be so scared to do that. You know why? Because they scared to lose that male attention without the romance. Like, you got to understand how big that is for a woman to get boyfriend, male attention, favors, rides, a shoulder to cry on, but not have to give up sex. That is huge for a woman. So most women won't even do that test. And if they do, they'll sabotage it to do the test where hit him up and tell him you want to smash and see what he say. That good friend of yours. You see what I'm saying? But you have to teach your woman that men are not her friends. Ladies, men are not your friends. I'm sorry. We not. I'm a man. I'm a heterosexual male. I am attracted to feminine energy. I'm attracted to attractive women. I'm attracted to soft women. If a woman speaks to me and she says, now that's not to say I get horny and I get lustful over every woman that walks by me. No. But if I stop and I have an interaction with a woman and she clicks one of these triggers, right? Because we have triggers, and all of these triggers are not physical. This is what allows men who are not attracted to big girls to still sleep with big girls, because it's not just about physical. Just like how with women, it's not just about physical. It's not just about physical with men anyway. This is why women get soft, because they know softness and sweetness is attractive. You see what I'm saying? It's a sexual trigger, right? So even a woman who, let's say she's a 4 or a 5, she may be talking to you, but she's sweet and she's open. This may turn a man on. You see what I'm saying? It's like this, but what I'm saying is I'm a man and I'm gonna be 100% and I'm gonna keep it real, because I don't got nothing to lie about. And my women know I'm a man. No, she not my friend. No, there's something behind that. Not that there's something behind that, but no, I don't want to be friends with her. I sexualized her already before I even 30 seconds into the conversation. Now, if she put up barriers to say, okay, this is not the case, this ain't gonna be nothing cool, I gotta respect that. And if I want to be in the friend zone, I'm gonna just be in the friend zone. But like Steve Harvey say, man, the only reason that a man remains your friend is because you made it clear that it was nothing more than friendship. You made that clear. If you remove that barrier and you open yourself up to the possibility of you threw that man a bone, he'll take it. I don't care what you say. And a lot of women are scared to test that out because they so scared of losing that, which is impossible to get. Boyfriend energy without the possibility of romance. male protection, male leadership, male to get everything from a man without the for free, basically, without giving up romance. You see what I'm saying? Women are terrified to lose that if they have a man in the friend zone. And a lot of them a lot of them will not do that test. You see what I'm saying? But men are not, you have to teach your girl that men are not their friends. The fifth thing that you should teach your woman is you have to teach her how to properly reject men. There's not an art or a science, but there's a way that she should reject men. Now, in person, right? If a man approaches her, you tell her, you teach her. Now, I'm not saying to control her, because if you can't control a woman, so if she like a motherfucker and she gonna disrespect you and violate you, that's just what she gonna do. But you make sure you teaching her, that if people do approach her, if men do approach her, these are the best way to do it. Doing it this way, is best because it reduces the conflict. It reduces stalking. I'm not saying you're not gonna get weird people that keep being persistent, but it kind of reduces the persistence, right? When you do it this way. So you teach her in person, right? When a man approaches her, she say, "No, thank you." Or I have a man, or I have a man, no thank you. Or I have somebody, no thank you. And after, she don't say anything else after that. That's it. You keep going. Don't say anything else after that. No thank you. Right? No thank you, I have a man. Or I have a man, no thank you. Anything else she say after that, it just gives people room to keep talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. So now, what happens, right, when your girl is at Starbucks, or your girl is walking down the street, I don't know, doing something, or walking at the park, and somebody's approaching her, right? Somebody approaches her, a guy approaches her, and a guy's trying to talk to her, and this guy's being persistent, but she's steady talking to the dude and telling him no a million different ways. Now, what happens if your friends see that from the car, just driving by, and he see that? This has had this happen before, right? He see this. Hey, I saw your girl talking to another dude. Now what? Or somebody at work see it, or somebody, you see what I'm saying? What happens then? Now you approach her about it. You don't know what to believe. You don't know if your friend hating. You don't know if she lying. You don't know what to believe. It's best to, hey, no thank you, and just keep it moving. Because this happens. The world is very small. And this has happened to me a couple different times. You see what I'm saying? So no thank you, and keep it moving. The more you give a person, the more a woman, the more she opens her mouth, the more a man is going to think that, okay, I have another shot. You see what I'm saying? Every time you tell a man no, every time you open your mouth to a man, to him, he's signaling, okay, well, she can't be too serious because she keep talking to me. No thank you, and walk off. Most men will get the point. Oh, well, I got a boyfriend. Well, we can't be friends? No, because he wouldn't really be mad. Now he's saying something else. Oh, well, and now y'all in the whole shit. She just trying to get to her car, but somebody see you. You see what I'm saying? Or it's somebody you know, and he said, yeah, I was flirting with your girl, or you see what I'm saying? Your girl was choosing me. You see? So no thank you, that's it. That's in person. Now, online, she shouldn't respond to no DMs. I don't got no boyfriend, no nothing. She shouldn't even respond to nothing online. People message her, DM her, she shouldn't respond to it at all. You have to teach her this, right? Because her last boyfriend maybe was cool with her saying no thank you, or maybe not entertaining, but was maybe cool with her doing certain things a certain way. But I'm telling you the ways that could, when you implement this stuff, it causes the least amount of problems. It's the safest way. It's the most conducive way to it's most conducive to a healthy relationship, right? So online, she shouldn't be responding to nobody, period, at all, whatsoever. There's no reason to respond to anybody online. right? At all. Now, let's say a man hits on her while she's with you, right? Which is going to be rare. Most people are not that bold, but every time, you know, or sometimes they may not see you with her. You know, y'all may be in a restaurant or something. Y'all may be in the store and you go, you know, you may be in another aisle or something like that. If she's with you, no thank you, my man is here. That's it. You don't say nothing else. It's not your job to say, hey, man, leave my girl alone. Let her handle that. See how she handle that. But no thank you, that's it. Ain't no smiling, ain't no kiki-keying, ain't no laughing at no jokes, no none of that. No thank you. In fact, my man is around the corner. Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry about that. You know. Tell him I said what's up or something. You see what I'm saying? So that's why she's with you, because, again, sometimes that'll happen. Ain't no having no conversations. Hey, where you from? No, thank you. I got my man is around the corner, or my man is over there, or that's my dude right there. No, thank you. That's it. She damn that shouldn't even look him in the face. So that's number 5, how to reject men. Now, number 6, and this is the last one. She needs to stay out of men's faces. Frivolous conversation about nothing that's not about business. She shouldn't be talking to men about nothing that ain't got nothing to do with no business. You see what I'm saying? Stay out for dudes' nuts. That's how we would say. Stay out of dudes' faces. Because, again, what happens, you riding, right? You driving, and you see your girl at the gas station, right, on her break, talking to a dude. And she pumping gas, he pumping gas, and they talking, even if they know each other or not. And they talking, and you just drive by and see that. Or somebody else see that and tell you. You see what I'm saying? Your brother see that, or your sister see it, or your mom see it. You see what I'm saying? Or he know you, or he an enemy. You see what I'm saying? Or you guys fall out later, and it's like, your bitch was in my face. It's just too much problems. It shouldn't be, your girl shouldn't be in nobody's face. Number 1, for that reason, and your girl shouldn't give no man the inkling that she choosing up on him. And out of a man's face, meaning off of his statuses and out of his likes and out of his comments and all of that. Your girl shouldn't be doing all that, bro. She shouldn't. And you got to let her know that's out. And you have to let her know why, though. The negatives that come with stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Your girl should not be in no man's face talking about nothing that ain't got nothing to do with no business. You see what I'm saying? I can see if it's like an old neighborhood friend or, you know, a cousin or something like that, and you chopping it up and whatever. But I mean, and she chopping it up or whatever. But nah, that shouldn't. It's too many things that can go wrong from that. You see what I'm saying? Again, and the worst of all is, again, well, not the worst of all, but the one of the main things is no man should feel like your girl is choosing up. Because this is how men think. Again, I get the DMs every day. The girl was talking to me that I work with. She stopped to talk to me. What that mean? Should I shoot my shot at her? They think that men think that you choosing. Call me a liar, men. Every man that's watching this right now. Call me a liar. When a girl hearts your picture, what you instantly think. A bitch can't even watch y'all stories without y'all inboxing me. This girl watching my stories, what it mean? What happened to girl comment on your post? You say something funny and the girl comment laughing. You instantly go to her page, look, and you scoping her out instantly. That's the first thing on your mind. Every man watching this know I'm not fucking lying. Unfortunately, we lie to women and don't let them know that this is what we think. So your girl need to stay out of dudes' face and off of dudes' nuts and off of dudes' statuses, because this is what they think. And your girl shouldn't be putting you in that position anyway. And to the point to where another man has an inclination that she's choosing him, or that she's showing him indicators of interest, or that she's attracted to him. That's an embarrassment for you. And it's too many things that can go wrong with that. You see what I'm saying? Tell your girl to stay off these dudes' nuts, man. But that's it. Those are the 5 things. Well, that was 6. That was 6. I originally had 5, but as we was doing it, I was like, she need to stay out in the motherfucker's face too. But those are the 6 things, or those are the things that every man should teach his woman or his wife. Now, remember what I said, that it starts in the home. Charity starts in the home. Change starts in the home. So control your woman, not be controlling up here. Remember, get your woman in check. Get your woman in line. And I can guarantee you that a lot of the stuff that you see will stop. It starts with you and the women in your life. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, that's it. I know y'all see I've been chilling, right? I got me a new chair, right? It's real quick before we get out of here. I know y'all can see this new chair because the other chair was tearing my back up. I got one of those gaming chairs. Don't ever buy one of those chairs that's marketed for gaming. They trash, right? Don't ever buy one of those chairs, right? But that's the one I was using. I would be squirming and squinting and I couldn't lean back on it because it was so hard and stiff. It was tearing my back up. So I went and got me a new chair. Got the Shaquille O'Neal chair. He should be paying me because I'm throwing him a bone. Listen, fellas that got businesses that need office chairs, you ain't got to get your staff Shaq chairs because these bitches like $500 a piece. But get you a Shaq chair, trust me, because I've been flowing this game, spitting this game effortlessly. I've been sitting back. My producer's like, boy, you a motherfucker chilling. Y'all see me chilling, just sitting back. I'm not squirming and moving around and sitting up and leaning forward and shit. I was doing that because my back was about to break on me. My back was about to give out on me. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to the Shaq chair and shout out to all the players that's watching this. Hey, remember what I told you? I think that was what, number 3? Yeah, number 3. Remember, you got to teach them all this stuff, but especially number 3 about how we be lying. That's very important. But we're going to get up out of here, man. I appreciate all my players for tuning in. I appreciate all my guys for tuning in, the players, the guys who ain't players, everybody for tuning in. Go check me out on patreon.com/KingDreism, KingDreism. Get your courses from SaverBroAcademy.com. And also follow me on all social media, especially Twitter and Instagram, because I'm trying to get my Twitter and Instagram up at KingDreism. KingDreism, King Dreism. And also, if you need a consultation, one-on-one coaching, book that at dre@kingdreism.com. 5 things you should teach your woman or your wife or whatever. Every man should do this with every woman that comes into his life that he's going to take seriously. You see what I'm saying? And if every man starts to implement this, it's going to start with us few who watching this and who tune into the game. But if once we get every man on this program, slowly but surely we'll see things start to change, because you have to remember the women are the reflection of the man's leadership. So the women that you see that's out of whack and going crazy and all that is a direct reflection of the male leadership. You understand what I'm saying? And today in the United States and in the West in general, we have weak male leadership. But anyway, I'm gone. It's your gracious game advisor, yours truly, King Dre. I'm gone.